Well, if you had Holy Moly Olakau'atu in your same game multi, time to be very unhappy. Very unhappy right about now. All right. Don't know what the hell happened there. But we'll see. As that ball bobbled free, again, the goal line defense of the Titans, the scrambling to save the day. And Olakau'atu is done. Dunskies. Okay, this is going to be depressing. 13,708. Wow. Nick Clark says, why was Tony Staggs a try last weekend? Then exact same thing. Well, because Brisbane Broncos, Nick Clark. I mean, that's what happens when your club is owned by News Corp. If your club's owned by News Corp, you might get some things go your way. All I'm going to say. Conspiracy Jones here. But that's all I'm going to say. Fifth and last for the Titans. No change still to the halftime score. Tommy Turbo takes this high ball. 18 and a half minutes remaining. South Africa chasing 282 for victory there in the World Test Championship. Yeah, well, but that's not happening. Congratulations, Australia. World Test Cricket champions. Now that's a forward pass from dummy half. They've got away with that one, Manly. Tackle 4. 18 minutes to go. 22-8. This is incredible. This is incredible. This performance from the Titans thus far. There's still time left. There's still time for them to cock this up. We know they're capable.
It's been done a few times.
Oh, more breaking news. Yeah, well, we knew that. Olakau'atu, dislocated shoulder. Holy moly, Olakau'atu, dislocated shoulder. His night is done. $17.5 to go. Titans up. 22 points to 8. Loose pass, dived on by Manly. Here's another opportunity. Oh, over there. I was going to say, that was a bottle sound, but there's no bottle up there. But yes, there is. There's one in there, cheeky in behind the cheeky Coke bottle in over there.
It was a bit suspicious.
It was very weird, wasn't it? Tommy Turbo inside the 20. 16 minutes 40 to go. 2 tackles left. Brooks to Gerbo. On to DCE. Short ball. Waddell stands in the 3-man tackle. Left they go. 5th and last. Brooks to Tommy. 2-on-1. Oh, Tommy dummies and goes on his own. He's tackled into touch. Great defense from the Titans. And look how pumped up they are. Alan Fitzgibbon and Philip Sami in tandem, showing Tommy Turbo the sideline, and he went straight over it. Now that's match-winning defense right there, Titans. Jim Condon. Oh, it's gone away. Jim Condon said, Brother Merv is here cooking, and I'm in deep in a liter bottle of bourbon. Very nice. Very, very nice indeed. As the Titans now up towards the halfway mark, they march it with 15.5 to go. Angling back in field, Brimson, I believe that is looking dangerous again. Nick Clark says Titans defending the best I've ever seen them, but it is a full moon.
The stranger things have not happened.
Tommy Talau brings it back for Manly now on their own 20. They've got to find a way to go length of the field now. I feel like they've had their opportunities in this game. Manly. Cherry-Evans. On to Garrick, I believe it is there, who bumps off one. And whoever that was that got bumped off is clearly second best in that effort. Staying on the short side. Cherry-Evans can't get the arms free. Five days to go until State of Origin 2. Brooks out the back for Tommy Turbo. Now Kohler feeds the left edge for Talau to step back in field. Beats one, beats a second. But he's heading infield, crossfield. Fifth and last. Not a lot of meters made. Cherry-Evans puts this one high. Contestable kick for Saab. Saab takes this one, but he's a long way out from the line. 10 meters, in fact. And that will be a handover. Titan defend again. 14 minutes to go. Jamie, are you starting to believe in this game? Or is there still too long left?
Oh, there's always time. I've seen it. It's not been a great time, really. In the last 2.5 months, they've only won, what, 2 games?
Yeah, well, they're down the bottom of the table at the moment.
Yeah, it's not been a great time to be a Titan supporter.
Putting on a hell of an effort tonight, though. D says that Manly are going to require a miracle. And, yeah, like 22 points to 8. It is almost in miracle territory, let's be honest.
Where's Manly?
Well, they're slightly higher than the Titans, who get a penalty now, the Titans.
Oh, the Eagles are 10th.
Yeah, okay, so they've dropped down the ladder a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, they've got a top 4 team on paper. We were talking about this earlier. Top 4 team on paper, but they're just not performing. As Zach says, up the cows. There's Campbell Gillard on to Campbell. Jaden Campbell nearly steps through. Gets the offload back for Simpkins. Late offload, but it's still alive here for the Titans. How are the Seagulls losing to the Titans? They're last. Oh, space almost opens up here for the Titans for more points. Campbell down the short side. Caught with the ball here on play 4. Boren heads back towards the post. Gets it for Brimson. Brimson, grubber kicks through for himself. He was held back by Cherry-Evans. This should be a penalty to the Titans. And it is. Take the 2. Why not? Robert M. Ahoy, mates. How are you, buddy? I'm taking the 2 here is what I'm doing. They tap and go. Kelly to Fermor. Yeah, doing very well, thank you, Robert M. A meter out from the line here, the Titans looking to ice this game. Would you be happy to call it if they score here?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Yeah?
It's 11 minutes till
11 minutes to
the
go.
Game, so
Cleese Haas tackled, 15 out in midfield. They go left. Fermor from a flat-footed start holds the defense up. 10 meters out. This has been such a poor performance from Manly. It really has been. I mean, the Titans have been good. No disrespect in that whatsoever. Manly have been atrocious, though, in fairness. 5 out from the line now. Titans, 2 tackles left. Foreign, cut out pass for Campbell. Holds it up nicely for the match-winning try. Chris Randall.
Yeah.
And the Titans have now surely won this contest.
How good.
How do you feel, Gold Coast fans? Us, Gus Gould.
Mate.
It's been an atrocious year, but here is something to cheer about.
Been a long time coming. I might buy my grand final tickets, shall I?
Oh. Yeah, that's jumping a bit too far ahead. Hey, Alana, how are you?
Can't believe it, eh? It's just... I looked it up before, and the last game we won was 9th of May against the Knights, and the one before that was, I think, a month and a half before that, so... It's really been a not a great year for the Titans.
Conversion successful from out wide. And it's 28 points to 8. Matty Colkin says, you rock, Jamie. I'm not sure if you acknowledged that while I was gone. Or...
No, I think it might have only popped up.
Yeah.
Cheers, Matty Colkin. Is he a regular? Or...
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, very nice.
One of our main brothers over there on TikTok.
Yes, Matt.
Logs says, Manly sold my parlay last week. Bet against them this week. What a beauty. Oh, way to go, Logs. You know who keeps selling my parlays in Major League Baseball? The goddamn Baltimore Orioles. Screw them. But anyway, I digress. Penalty to the Titans, tackled in the air. Cam Pereira's down again. He's having a rough night, poor old Cam Pereira. Jim Condon says, Dan, I've tried to super chat like 10 times. It won't pay. That's all good. Jim Condon, you're a channel member, and you've been an immense supporter already. So, no worries, mate. No worries. 2 balls on the field, but they've allowed play on. You can't play on with 2 balls on the field. Oh, there's probably no monetization enabled because, the stream played up. And I had to restart it very quickly. So that's probably what happened, Jim Condon. There's probably no monetization enabled on this huge hit from Tommy Talau. That ball is spilt free. A huge tackle put there on Philip Sami. So, yeah, I'm assuming that that's probably the case, Jim Connor, but that's all good, mate. You've, not a problem at all. But thank you. Yeah, thank you. Regardless, cheers, regardless for pointing that out. But, yeah, that would likely be it. Because something happened on YouTube tonight and, well, something happened on Twitch as well. Yeah, there's been issues. Oh,
the button, $1.
Oh. Cheers.
Cheers.
Do you want that back?
No. I know I'll get it back one way or another. No, I had to try and see if
if it's workable. We've got a big trip coming up to Sydney and Melbourne in November. So,
looking very
as I said in the chat room the other night, Sydney, Melbourne, first week of November. Yeah, feel free to come out and party with us. if you're in Sydney or Melbourne.
I've already put my leave in.
I told you there's a lot to work on. Well, you deserve a holiday anyway. Even if it's in the house, you deserve a holiday anyway. So
I never take time off.
So that's fair enough. But yeah, I did say there's still a lot to work out. I don't even know if I'm able to claim any of it yet. Up the middle goes King Jaffe Joffa. Titans with 6 minutes 40 to go. They want more points. Holy hell, the Manly have just been abysmal tonight. I mean, Titans have been great. Is probably what I should be focusing on, rather than saying Manly have been abysmal, which they have been. But let's give applause to the Titans who have been. Where has this been all season? Right?
Oh mate, it would be amazing if Titans have been playing like this all year, but I don't know.
I mean, they might actually be fringe top 8 had they played like this and won the games that they probably should have won throughout the course of the season so far. Manly, they need answers. Matty Colkin, what time is Super Rugby tomorrow? I believe it's 4 o'clock. I believe. Can confirm that or deny that. Super Rugby Pacific. 5 o'clock. There you go. Okay, tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Cherry-Evans puts this one high. Contestable kick, but what a take from Cam Pereira. Under pressure. Takes it well. I'm never going to be a beatboxer. You didn't want to be the first to say, did you?
No.
Like, I'm a guest here. I can't say these sorts of things.
You'd be a great beatboxer.
Okay, I do have a joke, but given how frequently we've been banned from TikTok for some of my dirty jokes, I'm not going to say it. Because we have been frequently suspended. I shouldn't say banned. We've frequently been suspended from TikTok lately for things that have been said. As the Titans put this kick down, it's way too heavy. And it's going to be a 7-tackle set for whatever it's worth for Manly. Yeah, catch you later, Matty Colkin. See you tomorrow, mate.
Have a good night.
And
the next time.
Yeah, and Jamie and I will see you at 4 a.m. Monday morning for the
oh, keep dreaming.
For the Canadian Grand Prix.
I know one of us will be dreaming at 4 a.m. on Monday morning.
Well, that'd be you, because I'll be up live streaming the Formula One, because this is what I do now. This is my job.
Living the dream.
Absolutely. It's up over halfway now. Manly, Bullymore takes the tackle. 4 minutes to go. Wow. Atrocious performance. Cherry-Evans to Turbo. Cut out pass for Saab. Saab's got those big giraffe legs in open space. But he's feebly brought to ground. 25 out from the line. Cherry-Evans in midfield for Simpkin. And Brooks now. Taken down. 20 out from the line here. 5th and last. Cherry-Evans dinks it in over the top. Looking for Garrick. It's lost forward by the Titans. Still 5th and last, though. Okay, it was batted back by Manly. And now Turbo puts the kick through. Taken on the fall by Jaden Campbell. 7-tackle set. Which just sums it all up. 7-tackle set. Dad on a drive. Thank you very much for the kind words. Commentary from you boys has been on point tonight. Appreciate that, especially with all the technical difficulties we've had. Early kick here for the Titans. Kick on tackle 1 because Tommy Turbo is struggling in back play. But he does manage to come up with the ball. Gets the offload back for Coca-Cola. Cola brings it outside the 20. Outside the 30 now. And a nice tackle from Brimson, I believe it is, who's ultimately brought him down. Short pass here across field for Waddell, who fends off one. stands in the tackle on halfway. And, is that Khan Pereira? Finally, I think Khan Pereira has ultimately succumbed to his injuries. Brooks sends it out to the left, maybe slightly forward there. They got away with it. 2 minutes left in this game. It is definitely time to start celebrating. Titans fan, was that your foot? My apologies. Okay, it must have been the microphone stand then. 2 minutes to go. It is definitely time to start celebrating. I mean, Titans have just screwed up a whole lot of perfect rounds in the tipping this weekend. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I think somebody said in the chat room there was only like 12% of us.
Yes, that's right. I remember Scott Wood saying that earlier.
Inside ball for Tommy Turbo, who almost goes through. 10 meters out from the line. Quick play the ball. Brooks. Dummies. Reaches out, but no, he's held up and driven back into the field of play. Tackle 2. A meter short here. Set restart. To the right they go. Cherry-Evans, the huge cutout pass for Saab. And one-on-one tackle is made. Oh, Khan Pereira is still out there. So who the hell left the field limping that looked like Khan Pereira? Interesting. 5 out here, Manly. To the left. Back in field they go. Grubber kick is the option and dived on by the Titans. Well, sums it all up for Manly tonight. Poor option taking, poor execution, poor discipline. Titans deserving of a huge, huge victory here tonight.
Cheers, Scott. Have a great weekend, mate. Take care.
We got to tick off the multi nice and early. Ruben Garrick scored inside the opening 5 minutes. That's the second person now that has called you Jared Warrior-Hargreaves.
I might as well just call myself that.
You are now officially JWH. That is the second person tonight that has said that. As full-time sounds, and the Gold Coast Titans have won. He's got the flag out. He's ruining my lights in the studio.
Oh, mate.
Disturbing game for Manly, says Dave Williams. Absolutely. Manly have to ask some serious questions of themselves after that performance. And again, we have to focus on how well the Titans played tonight. I mean, I think we said in that first half, where's my phone? I think we said in that first half, the Titans were completing at like 95% completion rate. Honestly. That's huge. That's immense. Like, that is, I'm not saying the Titans will make the top 8, but I'm saying like 95% completion rate is top 8 material. I mean, that is almost perfect, obviously. Okay, so they ended the game on 90% completion rate. Manly at 80%. And that sums it up. When you've got 10% difference in your completion rate, you don't need any other stats. Sums it all up, really. And 90%, I mean, that is up there with the top 8 teams. Now, you had a little bit of a scoff at that, but I am telling you, look, it's very unlikely. Mathematically, though, it is still mathematically possible for the Titans, even in last place, to still make the top 8. Unlikely? Yes. Let's be honest, probably not going to happen. All I'm saying is mathematically, it is plausible that they could still make it based on, I mean, we're only halfway through the competition. There's still half this tournament to go, or just under half now. So they could still make it. It's not likely, but...
Very unlikely,
it's
but it's
very unlikely, but it's possible.
There's a chance.
If they keep playing like this every week, bloody hell, they could go on an almighty run. I don't believe... Okay.
Razor 994, mate.
Razor. Because this is what I did. So I'm going to suggest everybody else do it too. You go to the official NRL website and go to the competition ladder if you scroll down to the very bottom of the page, there's a ladder predictor. And it's good fun to play around with. Honestly, I waste so much time on this goddamn thing. There's a ladder predictor, and you predict all the results for the rest of the competition. And it's a ladder predictor, so it tells you what the ladder would be if those results come to fruition. I'm telling you, there is still mathematically scenarios available. Titans can make the top 8. The Raiders and the Bulldogs, who are 1 and 2 at the moment, can mathematically not even make the finals. There's still so many things that are possible in this tournament. Unlikely, completely unlikely as they may be. All I'm saying is that they are possible. I mean, the Titans won tonight, for Christ's sake, so anything's possible.
That's right, Ray. Get your tickets for the grand final now, mate. We're booking hotels. Yeah, boy.
Ah. I'm thinking, hang on, what do you need hotels for? A grand final? You said yes.
That's
the
it.
grand final would obviously not be at the Gold Coast. I'm thinking, we live here. What do we need hotels for? Yeah, to go to Sydney for the grand final. Well, there we go. Full time, 28 points to 8. So there was only the one try in the second half, and it was to the Titans who really solidify their victory. A scoreless second half for Manly. Cherry-Evans to retire. Cherry-Evans didn't even really seem to get involved. Maybe his head is already at the Roosters. Because we know Cherry-Evans is off to the Roosters next year. Maybe he's already there. Maybe his whole mindset is already there.
Like the paycheck and walk out.
Hell of a paycheck it's going to be, though. I wonder if they're going to see performances like this, though, and have second thoughts. I mean, for the Roosters, they've got Hugo Savala's there. Sammy Walker's there. They would look at a performance like this, surely, and go, bloody hell, do we even need this bloke? That was, just really, really poor. Really poor all round from Manly. But anyways, absolutely no idea what happened there Twitch started playing up first. And then YouTube decided to play up. Like YouTube just disappeared.
So randomly.
We're happily going about the stream here, and then I'm thinking to myself, YouTube chat's a bit quiet tonight. So I popped on for a look, and it had ended itself. So, yeah. Technical difficulties tonight. Don't know what the hell's going on with that camera. But this was fine. It was absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Perfect setup.
Out, all right.
Yeah. Josephine Kep says, can you the TikToks?
Yes, we can.
Absolutely. Go Storm says, not good for my tip. Not good for my bloody tip either. The Manly Sea Eagles have screwed up a lot of tipping this round. Terrible second half. Fantastic username, by the way. I can't say it out loud on the stream, but brilliant username. I used to watch that series back in the day.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
You know the series? Everyone knows the series.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I just saw the name.
Well, that's an actual series. You'll be looking it up
Really?
later tonight.
All right.
You will be.
Is it that kind of series?
Yes. You'll be looking it up later tonight.
Yeah, fair enough.
I can't say it out loud on the stream, obviously, because...
obvious reasons.
But fabulous username. All right, so... unless there's any more questions in the chat rooms... I do believe we'll be taking our leave. Jim Condon says, cheers, Dan and Jamie. Catches tomorrow.
Cheers, Jim. Been a good night, mate.
DJ says, wow, did Titans destroy Seagulls? Bloody oath they did.
Oh, yeah.
I love all the surprise in the chat room. All the chat room is like utter shock. Like, wow, Titans destroy Seagulls? What happened, boys? Up the Titans. Titans won? Question mark.
I just remembered a comment that I put in before, like I think right at the beginning of the stream or before the game even started. I think I asked, "Are you ready for a Titans masterclass?"
You did say something,
meaning
something similar
about that. Something about that, yeah. Meaning like the Titans were just gonna. Well, I implied the Titans were gonna fail miserably.
Yeah, you posted it as a supporter, obviously. Clearly,
yeah.
You posted it in a negative light, but it turned out you were right, but in a positive light.
Oh. Mate, what a night.
Yeah, well, I blame you for that because I'm just casually going about the chat room. I call out. So this is what happened, people. This is what happened. Stream started. I'm calling the game. Jamie's in the chat room. His username on YouTube, the Barton. And I made reference to the fact that he is who he is. He comes on, he joins me sometimes for Intoxigamer, for Wasted World of Sports. And just randomly in the chat room, he's like, bugger it. I'll come around tonight if you're not up to anything. I said, yeah, that's fine. Ever since he made that post in the chat room, it was one-way traffic. Like, Manly were on top of this game early. They were dominating possession and territory. Ruben Garrick scored the first try of the night, the conversion. But Manly were on top early in this game, and then he posted that comment, yeah, I'll head around if that's all good. And then, I think you probably, left your house at, 10 points to 4 or something. You arrived at the house 22 points to 8.
Yeah. I was getting my mixes when it was 12 to 4 or 8 or whatever it was. Yeah. I could not believe it. And I basically missed all the good stuff.
Yeah. Because the second half was very quiet. DJ, thank you very much for the heart puff on TikTok. Before Jamie joined the stream, I had clothes on. Well, that's funny, Razor, because before Jamie joined the stream, I didn't have pants on. Quite literally.
It's true, but I didn't even notice.
Yes, I am that small.
Take that as you will.
DJ says I'm a Warriors fan, so very happy at the moment. Yeah, well, the Warriors are doing very well. Dangerous Dan says, well done, Titans. That's exactly right. I feel like in my commentary tonight and my post-game analysis and my halftime analysis, I feel like I've focused, and I've tried not to because I've called myself out on it a couple of times, but I feel like I've focused a little too much on how bad Manly were and not given enough credit to just how good the Titans were tonight. I'm actually surprised you haven't clipped me across the back of the head about it, because I've noticed I've done that. Let's give credit to the Titans tonight. They were immense. If they played like this from the start of the season, who knows where they might be now. So let's acknowledge the Titans tonight. As shocking as Manly were, maybe they were only allowed to play as well as they were allowed to play. Titans were really, really good tonight. So, cheers to that.
Oh, yeah.
And I wasn't even going to do this game. That's the funny thing. Remember the Titans.
Oh, mate.
I'll always remember the Titans. That was that movie that introduced us. I believe that was one of Hayden Panettiere's very first ever roles. Never mind. He has no idea who I'm talking about.
Honestly, I wish I could say I had a clue, but I don't. Straight up don't.
Good movie, though. Good movie. That one. Remember the Titans. Go Storm, says Titans good. Yeppa says competition is closer for Wooden Spoon. Yeah, well, we all sort of thought Titans might be... No, sorry, Jamie, but we all sort of thought Titans might have been marching headfirst into that Wooden Spoon.
Oh, they were running for it.
Seems like it's competition on. Yeah, maybe the Knights. Maybe the Knights are sort of interesting. High competition, though. We were talking about this last week. I mean, not you and I, but we as in the Western world of sports, we were talking about this last week, how tight the competition is just in general. Like, at the halfway mark, there was 4 competition points between 8th place and last place on the table. And I was trying to remember the last time where that might have been the case. Usually, by halfway through the tournament, you've got a pretty clear-cut idea of who the bottom teams are. Now, we're sort of getting an idea of who the top teams are, but even with that, I've said there is, unlikely as it may be, a mathematical chance that the Bulldogs and the Raiders could miss out on the 8. It's still mathematically possible. I'm not saying that that will happen. It actually won't happen. But what I'm saying is it's still possible. By the halfway point, in most years, those top 2-3 teams maybe are already pretty set in stone. Like they've already got basically all the wins that they need to guarantee themselves a top 8 spot, even if they lost every game for the rest of the season. But that's how close the competition is this year. Between 8th place on the ladder and Wooden Spoon, there was only 4 competition points. That's only 2 wins, just in case you needed help with math. But that's easily made up. No, it's still possible, Tyler, mathematically. Like I said, it's not going to happen. It's not likely. It's still mathematically possible for the Raiders to miss out. Absolutely it is. Joey Chids says, sorry, boys, we did not cook that one. Titans, I believe. Titans didn't cook it. But no, Titans played well tonight. Really surprising. I wasn't going to do this game. I did the Super Rugby semi-final earlier today, and I went, terrible game, this one. Titans Manly. Terrible game. I don't know if I'll be up for it. Decided to do it because why not? And, yeah, what a game. What a shock. Razor says Tino gives away too many fouls. Well, maybe that's the problem for the Titans. See, he wasn't playing tonight. He's off on origin duty. Maybe Tino's been the problem all this time.
Not impossible. I don't know. I don't really sort of take too much notice of those sort of things.
Fair enough. You don't take too much notice of the games.
Titans do good. Titans do bad.
You just see the score. You don't know what attributes to it.
Yeah, time to play satisfactory again.
Turbo did seem injured throughout that game, Damien Apps. I called it out a couple of times throughout the course of the game. I'm like, there was one moment. I think it was in the second half because you were here with me, and you've only been here for the second half. And Tommy Turbo, he just went in, like he took the kick, and he just went into contact from the kick return, like really, really lackadaisical. How's that for a big word for a drunk white guy? Lackadaisical.
I don't even know how to spell it.
So, yeah, and there was a couple of times that he was just sort of meandering around him. But how's that for a big word for a drunk white guy as well? Meandering around their back play. Seems like he wasn't 100% tonight. But then Tommy Turbo hasn't really been 100% all season, has he, in fairness? So
I thought I can't even say it. I thought lackadaisical was a just a made up word, but
no,
no, it's
of course it exists. I don't just make. Well, actually, I do make up a lot of words on the streams.
I would not
But
be surprised.
Yeah. Razor, absolutely, yeah. Origin, Wednesday night. It's happening. Saab needs grip Ray ASAP. Absolutely. There was a very, very specific moment. I believe it was sort of midway through the first half. Manly had an overlap to the right. Saab was in open space. The pass was perfect to him. Should have been taken. He was in open space, probably scores in the corner. But yeah, terrible. He had the dropsies bad a couple of times tonight, but that's the one that I most specifically remember. Yeah. Oh, and Razor, yes, 4 a.m. Monday morning. Jamie and I will be here for the Formula One. Well, I'll be here for the Formula One.
Oh, I'll be watching it through the back of my eyelids.
You'll be watching it on YouTube highlights on Tuesday.
Basically, yeah.
No, Monday afternoon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Monday
evening.
morning alarm clock goes off.
Yeah.
All right, back straight to YouTube highlights.
All right.
Waiting for that Oscar Piastri win.
Yeah, it's going to happen. All right, Waste of Water Sports. Thank you so much. We're going to end it here. I'll be back tomorrow. Stroll to win his home GP. Get out of here.